welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Horizon 4 with a little Rallycross tournament. We are running the new Ford Puma 2 Super 1600 spec. Now this was a category, I think it still goes on actually at the moment. Ignore the car, it's slightly glitchy, laggy, rolling forward. There we go, it'll ping back. This category still goes on today using 1.6 litre engines. The cars weigh about 1,000 kilos and have a maximum of 230 horsepower. The Ford Puma was actually run in this category. So we're going to have a go at the front-wheel drive as well. Something a little bit different. We have a new Rallycross course that heads around the Mortimer Gardens. You'll see it as we go around. It's a little bit fiddly in places, but it's quite good fun to drive. We're going to be doing 4-lap qualifying races. The top two cars make their way through to the next round. We'll have a spanner final and so on and so forth. So, we will get people ready. We will then launch them underway. It's a good start from the yellow and blue car. In the middle, a little more difficult to commentate on when everyone's in the identical cars, but never mind, shush. We are, not red and blue car anyway, ignore. Apparently I can't even do colours, it's too difficult. It's a good dive to the inside for the grey machine. A little wide on the exit. Now we head up towards the chicane. This is nasty. You're going to have to slow the cars down. Too wide up here is very difficult to make work. As I say that, they literally, the Valvoline and Castrol car both make it through. There is the Joker lap. 3 have gone to the Joker lap on the first time round. I would probably not have done that further back. I'd want the clean air as our Ford Motorsport car. I'm trying to read what it says on the thing. Ford Rally Sport, maybe? Whatever it is, it leads the way through the normal lap. Now, the grey machine is in kind of a nice little bit of clean air point. These two, the Castrol car's gone very, very deep. That is not where you want to be. But the problem is now they're stuck fighting. They're stuck fighting over this third place, and that's not good news for them. They want a second. Now, you still have a chance of progressing if you end up further back. You will go to the spanner final, but the spanner finals are often chaos. The leader is through the chicane. The next car has dinged the door, another ding on the door. Yeah, we have to have the limos there, otherwise it's really easy to miss that chicane. The leader has jokered. Good time to do it. Oh, the grey car made a mistake. The leader is going to stay well ahead. The red and blue machine is out. And so far, no change for this group back here. There's a little bump between the pair of them. I crashed my drone a little bit. I don't quite know what happened to the grey car. Ended up just a little bit wide at one place, and that is far from ideal as we move on to the third lap. So 4-lap heats at the moment. It's really, the battle here really is going on for second place. They've just got that bit of a margin up at the front. They're just far enough away, staying out of trouble through the very slow speed chicane. You can, if you get it spot on, you can carry a decent amount of speed through there, but it's a difficult one and it's easy to make mistakes up there. And now on to this battle for second place. Of course, front-wheel drive cars, you're going to get a little bit understeer. You're not going to see the big Larry sliding going on with these vehicles that you might expect from Rallycross cars because, well, front wheels are the ones being driven. You don't really get the front-wheel drive oversteer in Horizon 4 very much. We now head on to the final lap. The Castrol car looked to the inside but did not really make that one stick. The leader is up through the chicane for the final time in this race. Will we see the Castrol car threw it at the chicane, but too much speed, not enough control through all of that. Here is our leader now heading down through the tunnel for the final time. Just a couple more corners to go, and they will be victorious in this one. Here it comes around the last turn, and it is across the line for the Ford, and it will head across towards the jump. Second place is going to go the way of the grey machine. Third will go to the Castrol car, and the Valvoline machine, unfortunately, down in a fourth spot. Had a good battle, however, didn't quite make the roll stick. Said still a chance via the spanner final. So we are on to the second of the heats. We have a silk cut Puma, we have a Cheetos Puma, we have a white and blue car, and we have a very nice orange machine going on in all of this. It was a good first race. Apparently one of the cars, the Valvoline car, had damage left on by accident. That's why it fell back in the first round. So that's going to have an interesting time trying to recover through the spanner final. Here we go. We will launch them off underway. Very even start between all of them. If anything, the green car with a slightly poorer getaway as we blast down towards the first corner. It's going to be 3 wide to here. The silk cut car is going to try to hold that inside line. It's a long way around the outside. The orange car actually getting a really, really good run. They're still 3 wide. You are not going to fit 3 wide into the chicane. Someone is going to have to yield in the end. Oh, they're still trying, and that's why you don't fit 3 wide. The orange car came off worst. Who is going to take a joker lap? None of the first 2. The Cheetos car does now go for the joker lap. Okay, that's probably not a bad idea. Get out of traffic. Don't get involved with the fights through here. The orange car's recovered well, having had a little bit of a trip into the side of a limo. Just it's always going to be difficulty, always going to be trouble if you try and fit so many cars into one place. And we head up the hill now towards the end of this lap. Looking around the outside, not quite going to make that work. Might get to the inside, though, on the run down towards this next corner. Now, this is all good news for our leader. The white and blue car is able to streak away a little bit at the front. In fact, the green car is having a good run. It wants to see the cars ahead joker now. It doesn't want to get stuck in their little battles. There's a couple of bumps on the limo for a bunch of cars. Leader doesn't joker. Now, the orange car has gone. Silk cut car dove too much to the inside and has made a little bit of a mistake in trying not to incur a corner-cutting penalty. It's had to back out of it. The orange car actually gets a really good run through the exit of the joker. It's now side-by-side, so both of these two have jokered. The leader hasn't. It's not the biggest difference in speed between the joker lap and the normal lap here, just the way the circuit works. But it is slightly slower on the joker. We're still side-by-side up at the top of the course. Again, we have another race where it's the mad battle over second place while the leader is staying out of trouble. Orange car tries to cut back, can't make it work. Of course, the more they fight, it keeps the silk cut car in contention, although it does have to joker, as I said. We're through the big train of cars through the chicane. Leader has gone on the joker lap, as does the white and purple machine. We're side by side on the dirt. Still the white and blue car leads the way here, staying out of trouble. They're still going side by side now down towards the tunnel. Neither are going to yield. Green car stays out of the kind of edge of the tunnel. You definitely don't want to hit that. That is going to ruin your day. Up the hill we go. Still more paint being swapped. The orange car just cannot. It's got speed, but it just cannot find a way past around this circuit. We head on to the final lap now. This is really the battle of this race. Fourth place is a little too far back at the moment to really get involved, and these two aren't going to challenge the leader, who is through the chicane. Here comes second and third. The orange car was really quick through the chicane that time around, but cannot find a way past. It's still sat watching. It's looking every which way it can. The leader is around. These two have actually caught the leader a little bit on this final lap. They're a little bit closer than perhaps they were. Not enough to challenge, but they are a smidge closer as we head around the penultimate corner. Here is the last turn, and there is just no room for that orange vehicle. The white and blue car takes victory. The Cheetos car is second. Orange will take third, and the silk cut car doesn't go for the jump. No celebratory jump for that. That will take a fourth position. Very, very good race. Very good race indeed. Fantastic battle over second place. There we have our two cars through to the final. However, the other vehicles do still have their chance at the spanner final as we release the spectators that need to be blocked in. So, we are on to the third of the heats. I'm hoping my rapid fit vehicle is going to be pretty good in this one. We are going to beat the horse. I mean, with everyone in identical cars, it's always going to be it's going to be a close race around this one. There is the ready command. We are underway. It's a very even launch from all of us down towards turn one. We get a slight bit of a lead, but it's going to be 3 wide into here. We're going to have to leave space for the other blue and yellow car on the inside. We're going to get the cutback underneath everybody, and we are going to take the lead up towards the chicane for the first time. Oh, well, we've got pushed wide of that one, and it has all gone horribly wrong for me. I mean, we got a nudge from behind, and we were going wide anyway, so I was just going to go around the sort of the back of it because we weren't going to be gaining time, but unfortunately the other car didn't quite cotton on, didn't quite realise. We are going to have one hell... Oh, I've now jumped through the inside of that because I didn't actually see the corner. We are going to have one hell of a run around here. It's going to have to be a very, very good race by me if we're going to make up enough time in the 4 laps. It's going to be very difficult to do in identical cars, but we're going to try and chase down, by the looks of it, looks like a Red Bull machine that is ahead of us. That's a little too much understeer. We're now pushing it a little bit too hard. There is a green car through the chicane. We dink the back, but that's not a problem. Right, so that's the target. They've taken a joke lap. Probably a good time to do it, because if I did gain, I could maybe overtake them or something on the Joker. So it's a good sort of time, get it out of the way, you sort of see where you are. And everyone's in clean air at the moment. Everybody is, say, staying out of trouble in the clean air for now. We clatter our way through the flowers. Car behind. I mean, it's got like an equal gap going on between a lot of us back here. Still going for the... doesn't really help wandering out that wide. You lose quite a lot of time with such a huge amount of understeer. That was a very good chicane. So now there is a little problem with traffic does spawn around here. We've tried to block it off as best we can. There is nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. That's in a really unlucky place for a BMW to have turned up. I mean, it's given me half a chance as we head on to the final lap here. Is there going to be a way to fire our car past? We are at the door, but not going to be an option through there. One more time around. We've got to be neat and tidy this time through turn one. We don't want to understeer as wide as we have done. It's neater. The chicane is the exit of the chicane is probably what's going to matter the most here. If we can get this right. Oh, we're quick through it, but it's not close enough. Oh, the leader has to go on their Joker lap, but they are going to be clear. They're going to be far enough away that it shouldn't matter too much here. We are not going to be able to do much. We get a load of on-power understeer on the exit of that corner. It actually cost us a bunch of time down there. It's not going to be enough. We got... Oh, and then I've driven it way too deep through there. We got close, but we could not do anything about it. It's going to be third place for us, unfortunately. A little bit unlucky at the start. The chicane is always a little bit tricky, always a little bit dangerous. Yeah. we got unlucky. We tried our best. We recovered as much as we could. However, in the end, a third place for us. We're not out of it. The Spanner final gives us a chance at redemption. 6 cars in that, though. It's going to be manic. So, we are on to the Spanner final. We have got 6 cars. Again, ignore the laggy. It will glitch back. On this one, it's going to be a 6-lap race around this circuit. I was a little bit unlucky in the qualifying round. I'm hoping we can have some pace in this. Fingers crossed. It's going to be hectic. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I'm on the far outside for the run down towards the first corner, not necessarily where I want to be. Joker, like, strategy in terms of taking a Joker lap is actually going to be quite important in this, I suspect, to try and keep yourself out of trouble. I could not cut back underneath as I wanted to here, because this is all going to be about running in clean air. Through the chicane we go for the first time now. How many cars decide to go for the Joker? Ugh. I had to commit to that one without really knowing. That is the problem part there. Can we actually sneak up the inside of one here? Yes, we can. I didn't want to go to the Joker lap if there were too many cars taking it, but yeah, either option there isn't. Let's say neither option is particularly great. We're going to run almost into the back of the car ahead. We thankfully don't through all of this. Right, we're not looking great at the moment. We need second place. Some more understeer from me, and we're a long way back actually from a second. As I said, there is a Joker and whatnot to come. Oh, that's not what we needed though. Oh, we just didn't need to be in any of these fights. We really don't want to be in any of these fights. We are going to get to the inside here. Cars ahead have all Jokers, so everyone's gone quite early with their Joker laps really. It looks like we might come out in third. I ended up a little bit across the inside. That was more because I didn't actually want to drift out into the vehicles that are on the racing line. Don't tell me it's going to be another third place for us. Just one away from making any sort of progress here. The leaders, I mean, they've got a pretty big gap. It's going to have to be very good laps by me if we are going to catch them. There's some wandering ride, but one of them hit this chicane on the way through. We just launched the car into that section. Oh, I've actually got a little bit across the inside, so I'm going to lift. I was aiming for the lamppost and didn't realise the lamppost was actually a bit further away from the corner than it actually was. Oh, it's... I mean, we're close, but we're at that tantalising, annoying gap where you are close to the vehicles ahead, but are you close enough to do much? We've had a good lap around here. Now, these are longer races, so... You know, that's what matters. I say what matters. We've got more of a chance. There's going to be a mini in an awkward place here, which we're not necessarily going to be able to do too much about. It's going to affect me more than anybody else. It gets very laggy and gets spun around. Sure, I don't know what went on there, but the Mini didn't actually cost us any time, so I will take it. We're reeling them in, but it's one thing to catch and a completely another story to pass around this circuit. As is the way with Rallycross. You know, Rallycross is actually not the easiest sport to overtake in at times, so yeah, it is. You know, it's fairly accurate to Rallycross. Where are we going to get a pass done? I mean, we sat looking at the back of a car for the entirety of the previous race. Are we going to do the same thing here? I hope not. We're up, we're through the chicane, we're right into the bumper of the second place car here. Looking around the outside there is unlikely to work. Could we have a dive up the inside? Maybe through here. We get alongside. We get the move done, although I suspect there's going to be a fling to the inside, maybe through here. Indeed there is. We give space, we were expecting it, as we head across the grass for the next lap around. I think this is onto the final lap now, if I've counted my laps correctly. It's actually a lot more difficult for me commentating to try and keep track of everything. So if the orange car goes to the jump, we know we're done. If it doesn't, oh no, we've gone wide at the chicane. I actually missed my braking point on the way in there. We lose second place because I just missed where I needed to get on the brakes. We are going to have a really, really good next couple of corners. It was into the back. There's a little bit of touring car action going on. Well, Rallycross. There's a little bit of bumping in Rallycross. Can we duck to the inside through here? I can't get my car there. I tried everything. Second gear is going to have to be where it's at. It's a run to line. We get a better run. We've got another time around to go. Almost made that one stick just with a better run to the out of the final corner. Now we're going to be side by side into the chicane. Almost, not quite. Oh, I'm on that. Oh, I got bumped. There's a bump out there that we hit and we just lost all braking. Just all braking performance went. I couldn't slow. I could brake at a more sensible point, but I think we just bounced, and once the wheels were not really in proper contact with the ground, I just couldn't slow it down. We threw everything at it. We absolutely threw the works at it in this. We got the second place, and then it all went a little bit. All went a little bit wrong in that. We still okay. We're still going. I think we are done. I was going to say no one went for the jump, so I was just like, where are we still going? I'm not going to stop until everyone else has stopped. We were still going. I did everything I could. I did absolutely everything I could in that. However, I just couldn't. I couldn't find a way past. We got a little bit unlucky. A couple of mistakes in the chicane got the better of us. That was a very, very good battle, though, and a very good race indeed. Sadly, we are out. Annoyingly, we were out when I had good pace. I just couldn't make the most of it at any point. So, there we go. Well, no semi-final for us, but an entertaining race nevertheless. So, here we are on the grid with our first of the semi-finals. It is night time, but we have plenty of lights going on from the cars. Actually, not a terribly lit area, so we're going to run these at night. We're going to see what happens. So far, the racing has been very, very good fun. And a little bit unlucky for me. However, hopefully we can continue. Overtaking is difficult. We've seen it around here. Actually getting the passes to stick is not the easiest. So the start is very important. The two cars on the outside get the best run. It's going to be 2x2 towards the first corner, is it? Yes, they all get through nicely. The Cheetos car is going to come out maybe with the lead. Although, no, it doesn't. It's a little bit too tight on there. Doesn't get as good a run on the exit. The grey car is going to take the lead. Now, this is a 6-lap race. Are we going to see anyone going for what Joker strategies are we going to see on this opening lap? They're still battling away at the front. The neon green machine, probably wisely in this actually, takes the Joker lap. It gets out of this fight. Now, it will catch up to the fight probably quite quickly, but it is out of the fight for the moment. In fact, it was a very good call because it's immediately onto the tail end of this group. At the moment, that is probably the car to beat. It has a big dive up the inside. Now, it's got to be careful. It doesn't want to get involved in fighting too much here and have someone make a break that can then Joker and stay well out in front. But definitely a very good call on this one as we head back towards turn 1, starting lap number 2. A little bit wide running bounce across there. So the chicane, which have a big line of cars heading up towards here. Anybody going to go, yep, into the door? Cheeto's car fired a little bit too fast through there. And if you do, you ping off that door, you just lose a lot of speed. It opts to go for the Joker lap. It's now side by side in the Joker lap. This is the route that they take up around through the tarmac. It's quite a quick, quite a quick Joker lap. Not that much different in speed, but it's just that little bit of a long route. And they're still going side by side now. This could be important. Only the top 2 cars make it through, but should anything happen and you're in 3rd, well, that is a nice boost to your position. Up we whiz back to the front of the race. Grey Machine is leading the way here, but it will probably lose that lead when there is a joker. Although Neon, that's a bit too deep into the chicane. I mean, that's the mistake that we were talking about. That if you are sat back in 3rd position, you kind of want to see the car ahead make, because now they're very much there. Now they're there. They're trading some paint. They're side by side on the run towards the tunnel. Don't squeeze each other into the wall through there. God damn it! The Cheetah's car tried to dive up the inside, but just pinged off the wall and couldn't make it. The blue and yellow car is through the shrubbery in a very wonky line that it didn't want. And this is all good news for our leader here, because the more squabbling they have going on behind, although is the grey car far enough away for its joker lap? I think it'll come out in 2nd. That's what I would expect to see here as we're on lap number 4. Is it going to go for a joker lap now? No, they're happy to carry on with the normal route. I might have wanted to take a joker sooner than this because, well, they're almost there, and you're going to give up track position if you go for the joker, and overtaking is difficult. There's a lot of argy-bargy going on in this group behind, and yeah, the actual overtaking is rather difficult. In fact, the grey car is in a smidge of trouble now. I'd rather not have to deal with a joker lap. It's still got a little bit of a lead, but I'd rather have done my joker lap and be able to defend, whereas now you're always going to have a possibility of giving up that place. To the chicane we head once more. The green car was in fact, the leader was a bit slow through that chicane, and that's going to cost maybe all of the positions here. The leader may drop down to 4th in all of this as we head out of the joker lap back onto the main lap. So that's unfortunate, but he's just too late, left it too late to do that joker, and was a little slow through the chicane. Probably one of the most important corners on the circuit here. Will drop to the back. I believe we have one more time around in this one as we head towards the start-finish line here. So the neon green car leads from the blue and yellow car up towards the chicane. Will we see any chicane-based antics? There might be a pass for 3rd in the background, not quite going to go too wide. Oh, there is a lot of chicane-based antics. Everybody ended up in the 2nd of the limos, but that meant everybody was slow through there. The neon green car has got a little bit of a breather now as we head towards this next corner. It is, across the grass, I'm not sure that position that is probably not going to count on that one, as there is some argy-bargy going on further back in all of this as we head up through these next couple of corners. The green car is going to take the victory. There is probably going to be a time penalty for the massive cut on the corner, which I believe means the blue and yellow car is going to take a 2nd position and will move through into the final. So, here we are, on to the 2nd of our semi-finals. We have got the Red Bull machine, the orange machine, the Ford... It's Rally Sport, Ford Rally with an E, Sport, the car, and we have got the white and blue vehicle, all on the grid, ready to begin. So far, we've had some really, really exciting races, and hopefully this one shall continue. It is surprisingly difficult to keep track of laps while this is going on. You're going to see that a little bit. We try our best in this. Oh, the hand slipped off the controller. We got a little bit lost. Anyway, down towards turn 1, the Rally Sport car is going to hold the lead, I think, on the exit as they go side by side up towards the chicane now. Nicely does it this time around. Actually, very cleanly from everybody through that section. Are we going to see anyone joker? Yes. Red Bull car at the back will take the joker on this first lap. Now, visibility is going to be better. We should be able to see where we are going a smidge more through some of these corners. I would love to be able to have much better built tracks for this kind of thing. However, we can't, sadly, with the tools we have available in Horizon 4. Up towards the final corner we go. Now, the Red Bull car, if it can be close enough, that early joker lap is a pretty good technique, shall we say. You can keep out of any battles and just sort of run your own race and hope that you can pick off places later on. We'll have to see how it goes. So far, this has been all very, very clean. Up through the chicane we go. Lovely chicane from the orange car. Absolutely flings it through there. A little bit wide for the white and blue machine. That is on to its joker lap. Now, it may pop out. I think it's going to just hold on. It's going to be very close. On the joker lap, you carry a lot more speed into this section in a slightly different angle, and indeed it does. Just keep ahead of the Red. Now, that's not what the Red Bull car wanted. It was really hoping, I suspect, to be able to pop out in front of that vehicle. They bang doors on the way up the hill. Now, they don't really want to fight too much, if I'm honest with you. They want to kind of, well, yeah, not waste all of their time battling one another, because these two might actually start slowing each other down now. They are right there. Up towards the chicane we go. A little bit of a dink on the way through for the leader, I think, through there, as they make it through cleanly. Both of the front two have gone for the Joker lap. It's very wide from this pair. They are not going to be close enough, though. Not going to be close enough. So the whole all the Joker laps have been dealt with. I'll get the word out there eventually, or we'll just make up sounds. Sometimes that happens as well. It's a FailRace video. You've got to expect random noises occasionally to be made. We're stuck in side by side on the hill. These front-wheel drive cars, I mean, they're good to drive. They're good fun. However, they do struggle a little bit. I don't think they struggle a little bit. You will be wasting a little bit of time trying to get traction on that hill. The leaders, I mean, this is how they have been so far this race, is just can you find a way past? There's a little bump on the chicane. Oh, a bit bigger bump on the chicane for the orange car. That is good news for our leader, and it might be good news for the pair behind, because, well, they've got a little bit more of a chance. Can they find a way past in these closing stages? Not quite. No one's quite close enough at the moment in all of this. It's just kind of a, yeah, don't make a mistake at this point. Bide your time, don't make a mistake. The white and blue car seems to chuck it in a lot more sideways than we've seen from a lot of cars through there. As I said, you know, the front-wheel drive cars aren't really going to slide around in the same manner that you might expect rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive rally cars too. I mean, in Horizon, you're not going to get any speed sliding around either. It just doesn't work like that. Into the chicane we go once again. Everybody neatly through. No. It got gradually worse. That is just literally the perfect example of try and go a little bit faster than the car ahead of you. So the leader got through cleanly, car behind went a bit faster and just grazed it, car behind a little faster, smacked it, and then the Red Bull car a bit too fast and properly hit it and missed the chicane proper. Regardless of that, the leader has been slow at one point. While I was busy laughing at a car getting stuck, the leader has actually been a little bit slower at one point, and I think we're now heading on to the final lap of the race. Possibly we'll have one more to go afterwards. Need some sort of counter, but it's, as I said, very difficult to keep track of everything. We're up to the chicane again. There's a little dink through there. If anything, the white and blue car has been quickest this time around. Are they going to have a far? I mean, you really struggle to get a far at the inside done here, although the orange car was slow. The orange car was very slow on the exit. Oh, it's hit the bridge! No, at the tunnel. The orange car bounces into the tunnel. We wondered if anybody would end up in that. So far, they had avoided it, but there was space. Space was left for the orange machine there, and it's the final lap of the race. That is desperately unlucky after a really, really good fight for the orange car. That's very, very unlucky. That's very unlucky indeed. We saw the Red Bull car made a mistake into the chicane and fell back. Fantastic race. Excellent battle. I mean, that's why you never give up. The white and blue car, they were looking, they're looking like they were going to be in the battle for third for the whole of the race, but they made it work. So, we have our finalists all sorted. So, here we have our 4 finalists on the grid. We have the blue and yellow Michelin car, the neon green machine, white and blue. A lot of blue going on in this. And we have the Rally Sport car ready to take on this course. 6 laps around here. A lot can go on in 6 laps. So far, these races have been pretty manic. So let's get this lot underway. It's a good start. As you would imagine, even launch between 4 identical cars. The neon green machine a little bit slower away as we head down towards So, well, it's going to be 3 wide, although sometimes it can actually be advantageous to be the one on your own. You can take the better line, and indeed, it's got a good run, although it's not going to find many places to go. We're side by side into the chicane. We get out the other side neatly. Who's going to joker? Is anyone going to joker on this first lap? Yes. The green car has headed on. That's probably a wise idea. They're still side by side. They got through the chicane side by side. They're going to get through the rest of this lap side by side. And this is very good news for the green car. Whenever it pops out of its joker lap, I expect it to be a little bit closer, but if they continue to fight like this, they're going to be going very slowly. I mean, all the time lost on that joker has basically been regained through this. So, very, very good call, getting that joker out of the way. If this lot joker now, I think the green car would probably come out with the lead, but it might get stuck in traffic. We'll have to wait and see. Almost side by side again towards the chicane. Not quite this time around. It's nicely done. Michelin car hits the exit marker for that, and that isn't great. It dives into the joker lap. Now, where is that blue and red car going to pop out? Is it going to pop out in second? It tries to get the way. I think it might actually get it because you carry so much more momentum on that wider line through there that you can. I mean, you've got to get it done. Otherwise, I say you've got to get it done, but yeah, you can carry that momentum on the wide line. All four are bunched together. Now, this is bad news actually for our leader at the moment. The white and blue car has not jokered so far. Now, it's not the biggest time loss for the Joker, but if you can get a clean run through the chicane and maybe some mistake happens behind you, could be good. It is clean for the leader, not so clean for the cars further back, although only minor bumps, as indeed our leader does go for the Joker lap. All four are very close together. Where is it going to slot in to this group? It's actually not, you see, it can't really take that faster line, can't make the most of it because there's too many cars in the way. All four are in a line. It's going to try and side up the inside. You can do that, but you're the long way round for the next corner, and so the Michelin car is just going to fight back through there. So the field has been sorted out. Joker laps have been taken into consideration. There's some understeer going on further back. The Rally Sport car leads the way. The neon green in second place gives a little bump to the limo. Oh, the Michelin car overshot the chicane and will slow for missing that one and drop to the back of the field. It's easily done. You can just count. I mean, we saw I got trouble at the spanner final. It's a little wide on the braking zone, and just there's some bumps out there, and you can struggle to slow down. There a little mistake there from the green car as well. Missed the apex, was quite wide. Just struggled to get on the power through all of that. It's again quite wide through there. Is fending off for now, but he's going to come under increasing pressure, and this is all good news for our leader. This is all good news for the blue and red machine, as long as it doesn't make any mistake. In fact, there's been a change for. I was expecting there to be a change for second place. There has been, as we jump through the chicane. Although we're going to go too wide. No, not quite. Everybody is through the chicane. The Michelin cars caught up as they fought one another through all of that section. So it is almost a three-way battle over second place. Again, all this benefits our leader. All of this is good news. It's what you want to see in the rearview mirror. Everybody else having a big old squabble because they're going to be losing time. There's been some paint. There's been a lot of paint swapping. I'm not sure many cars have their original paint left on. Well, I mean, if Forza did that, but it's you get what I mean. Back towards the chicane. It's always important to keep an eye on this. And the leader doesn't have to do anything crazy, and I guess that's kind of the important thing here. Everybody else is neatly through. A little bit too fast. That's a nice camera angle, actually, through there. It's a great corner, but it's risky. Is that risk versus reward? How brave dare you be? How much dare you throw the cars through that section? And, yeah, if you get it right, you can make up some time. Get it wrong, you hit a limo and you come to a dead stop. Pretty much. Still the blue and white car is the only one really going for that very, very sideways line at that corner. It's not losing too much time, but I thought there was one more lap to go. There wasn't. That was it. I don't know. I've lost track. It's very difficult. That was it. Yeah. I mean, the Rally Sport car, once it got to that lead and once everybody fought so much over second place, that was what did it. It was a very, very good battle over that second place in those closing stages. But there we have. There is first and second. These Pumas, these are great fun. These are very, very good fun vehicles to go racing with that sort of Super 1600 spec. I wish we could have a proper Rallycross circuit of some sort in Horizon. Sadly, we are limited by what we can do with the game, what we can make up ourselves, but we got some very, very good fun racing out of them. This is a cool track. As I said, track limits are probably the more difficult thing. Just it's very difficult to see. Even not trying to be sneaky, just physically seeing corners is a bit tough around here. But we had some good races. We had some good fun with some very, very close battles, and I hope you have all very much enjoyed this little Rallycross session. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.